I don't know, as you were transitioning from the role you had with SpaceX and some of the other roles that you described, what kind of what did the reflection searching process look for you to try to figure out where you wanted what you wanted to do and how you came across this Power Global as where you're putting in a lot of your time and effort and money?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah. For me, it was, I think I always kind of knew that this was what I wanted to do. But at the same time, I've been always extremely interested in the latest and greatest technology, working on that and developing that. And so, with my last company, we were pretty close to that. We were like, that was kind of the original mission, and it didn't quite get to that point for me. And so, the inflection point was kind of like, hey, it was, at this, just woke up and I was just like, this, I'm totally deviating from where, I originally wanted to go here. And so, this is now, I was like, woke up, wrote out a game plan, wrote all down. It's going to be this, we're a public benefit corporation. We're, 1% for the planet. So all 1% of sales are going to environmental causes here. And then really just, wanted to create this whole new mindset of a way to do, business. I think there's a lot of people that kind of crap on capitalism, but, ultimately to me, it's just, you have to have the right kind of capitalism where it's not money driven, but service driven. And, you're really here for the benefit of others. Right. And so to me, that's the way it should work. Where
Yeah,
you're, it's really ultimately to me is the ultimate form of capitalism. So, and really making society work, for you. So
yeah, and maybe this is a part of what you alluded to, but like the electrification's I think interesting in that if you're not purpose driven and you're like, yeah, I like electrification, I'm good at developing battery packs, electric drive modules, integrating it all, you're going to be working on high performance and super heavy pickup trucks and SUVs because that's where the market is right now for North America, right? And that's where the torque that you can get from electric motors is far beyond what you can get from internal combustion engines. You get a lot less people buying, like when the Prius came out and people were you had the option to buy a sustainable vehicle that didn't sell anywhere near as well as the Tesla Model S that came out as a
right.
cool looking vehicle that's also super fast. So I don't know, maybe roundabout way to say like, yeah, that the technology place and what you're working on makes a big difference. And also having kind of that North Star purpose seems to be critical.
Yeah, no, it definitely is, and it has to be the main driver for your company, in my opinion. I think it's so it's not as fulfilling, right? I think ultimately, and I love these vehicles. We got a one of these auto rickshaws in to Pasadena, and we're driving this thing around, and everyone I showed you, they're like, "I want one." It's like before you know. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, and it is a lot of fun looking at this market and seeing, because there's tons of challenges, and being able to offer up these solutions that are pretty much existing and right in is like, I think it's really awesome. So yeah, I'm not so sure why there's not more people focused on these markets. It is kind of it's a whole nother world, right? But it's out there, and there's a lot of solutions to be had in these markets. So
Yeah. And the aggregate impact it doesn't even compare if you are able to have success and serve
it's
billions of people.
exactly, and that's, I was reading this book, the fortune at the bottom of the pyramid, and it's ultimately, focused on emerging markets, and really how to create successful businesses out of them, right? And I think it's you have to let go of, these high margins and realize that it's all about volumes, and making a solid product that's reliable, and that perfectly fits the landscape. Um, so that's what we're looking at and what we're doing. So